Hey guys, this is Chetan from Gizmo Times and you're watching a comparison of the Xiaomi's Mi Note 10 with the Xiaomi's Redmi K20. The Redmi K20 series actually should have got an upgrade already to the Redmi K30, but we still are waiting for it, and with the Poco coming in with Poco X2, which is claimed to be almost the same as the Redmi K30, we obviously might not be seeing the K30 as what it is already in the international market. So how different is the Mi Note 10, which is the premium phone now from the company, with the Redmi K20? Because the chipset is still almost the same. It's the Qualcomm Snapdragon 730 on the Redmi K20, while it's the 730G on the Mi Note 10. So the difference between these two is firstly with the megahertz or the clock speed of the GPU. It's Adreno 618 GPU on both of them, but the Mi Note 10's Adreno 618 clocks at 575 megahertz, while it's 500 megahertz on the Snapdragon 730. So that G tag towards the end of the Snapdragon 730 is for gaming. So this Mi Note 10 is a good gaming phone in the mid-range category, but how good is the price? We aren't sure. We can't call it a mid-range phone already because we aren't sure of the price of it. So let's talk about the major differences between the two phones. The first difference here is with the size and the weight itself. The Mi Note 10 is actually thicker and also heavier. It's about 9.7 mm with the thickness of the Mi Note 10, while it's 8.8 mm for the Redmi K20. On the other side, the weight as well, this crosses 200 grams. It's about 208 grams and 191 grams. Obviously, that difference is because of the battery here. It's a 5260 mAh battery that is powering this phone, while the Redmi K20 comes with a 4000 mAh battery. Now for the display, the Mi Note 10 comes with a 6.47-inch display, while it's a 6.39-inch display on the Redmi K20. While both the phones are having an AMOLED display, it's an AMOLED display on the Xiaomi Mi Note 10, while it's a Super AMOLED display on the Redmi K20. But the difference is with the size. It's a bit bigger on the Mi Note 10, while there's also support for the HDR10 on this phone. Both the phones have the Gorilla Glass 5 protection, no difference in that aspect. But the brightness is better on the Mi Note 10. It comes with the highest brightness of 600 nits, and that is not what you see on the Redmi K20. So obviously a brighter display is what you see on the Mi Note 10 with the support for HDR10. So that's better on the Mi Note 10. But obviously, again, you're talking about phones which might be priced pretty differently. With the chipset, as I said, there's not a huge difference, but again, this is capable of better gaming when you talk about that clock speeds of the GPU. Otherwise, there's no difference again. With the variants, again, this came with the 6GB RAM, 64GB storage, and there were other options as well. While the Mi Note 10 comes with 6GB plus 128GB storage, there are no SD card slots on both the phones, so no difference in that aspect. The major difference is with the camera combination. So the Redmi K20 actually had quite a brilliant camera combination in that time. For that price, some might have wondered that over 20,000 rupees being spent on a Redmi phone, that would have not been so good. But the camera combination was actually quite good. It was the Sony's IMX586 sensor with the 48 megapixel resolution. Then there were two more cameras, one of which was the f2.4 telephoto lens with the 2x optical zoom, and the other one was 13 megapixel f2.4 camera with the ultra wide lens. So these three cameras served all the major purposes there. But now Xiaomi has stepped up a lot here with the camera combination on the Xiaomi Mi Note 10 being a penta camera combination with 108 megapixel primary camera. The first one, I guess, we are seeing in the Indian market, 108 megapixel camera. Then you have two cameras with the optical zoom, one with the 2x optical zoom capability, one with the 5x optical zoom capability, and then there's a 20 megapixel wide angle camera and also a macro camera. So the macro camera is missing on the Redmi K20, which obviously cannot be replaced on this one, but otherwise two optical zoom cameras which are serving quite a good purpose. 2x zoom with a different resolution of 12 megapixel and the 5x zoom with the 8 megapixel outputs. So that's the difference here. These are quite different with the resolutions. These are quite different with the sensors. The 108 megapixel sensor is something different from what you have seen on the Redmi K20. Even on any other phone in the Indian market right now, they don't have this sensor. It's actually quite a large sensor with the 1 by 1.33 inch sensor offering f1.7 aperture and the 0.8 micrometer pixel size, and again that also has the tetracell technology to make 4 pixels into one and coming out with beautiful 27 megapixel captures. So you can again check out a camera comparison that we'll be doing later, but this was only about the specs of those cameras. On the front, you see a notch on the front of the Mi Note 10, while there's no notch on the Redmi K20. The difference here is because you see a pop-up camera on the Redmi K20, which is not present on the a Mi Note 10 which has a notch. So that notch houses a 32 megapixel camera for the selfies, while on the other side it's a 20 megapixel selfie camera for the Redmi K20, but it comes with that beautiful pop-up camera. I would say it depends on the need. It depends on what you actually need from your selfie camera and whether you like a pop-up camera. I wouldn't really prefer a pop-up camera because it takes some time and it doesn't really help in face unlock. You might always have to pull it out and take it down for the face unlocking to work. But on the other side, the Mi Note 10's notch is notch, but again, it's easier to use. It doesn't come out and it stays there. For face unlock, it's going to be very fast compared to the motorized cameras. So obviously I would prefer a notch over that motorized camera. Times have changed now. We had seen a phase where pop-up cameras were a trend, but again, notch is not a bad thing at all because it saves time in the end and it's easier to use as well. So it's 32 megapixel selfie camera on the Mi Note 10, while it's a 20 megapixel selfie camera on the Redmi K20. And for the battery, as I had said, it's going to be 5260 mAh battery on the Xiaomi's Mi Note 10. That's quite a large battery. We had seen something similar on the Mi Max series now, which is not coming into the market in the recent times, but that similar battery capacity is seen on the Mi Note 10. While it's a 4000 mAh battery on the Redmi K20, this comes with an 18 watt fast charging, while this comes with the USB PD 30 watt fast charging. So in a way, the Mi Note 10 with the 5260 mAh battery is going to charge faster than the Redmi K20 with the 4000 mAh battery. Times have changed, as I said. Things are changing as well. So this should be, I guess this should be priced around 25 to 30,000 rupees. It won't be less than that. I'm sure about that, because what it comes with: Gorilla Glass 5 protection on front and back, the penta camera combination, the fast charging support, and also the AMOLED display with the HDR10 support, and also the 600 nits brightness. It's actually a fully powered phone, but again, so the price won't be that less as well. This was priced at around 23,000 rupees when it was launched. It has similar features, but it has not so good camera combination compared to this one. So obviously this would be priced a bit higher, but in case you're someone who already has a Redmi K20 and is looking for an upgrade, and you might be wondering if the Mi Note 10 is worth waiting for, I guess it should be worth waiting for, because it's quite a good phone, a well powered one, and it's obviously better than the Redmi K20 in those major couple of options such as battery as well as the camera combination. So that was the quick comparison of the Xiaomi's Mi Note 10 versus the Redmi K20. I hope you like this video. If you have any doubts, do comment down below. I'll try to answer them. And do like this video, share it, and subscribe to Gizmo Times for more. Thanks for watching, and see you next video.